launch of Kenya Vision 2030 in June 2008, the Kenya School of Law embarked on a process of reviewing its 2007 to 2010 strategic plan to ensure the school's strategic direction was well within the country's new overall development framework, which is guided by Vision 2030. This is the outcome of the review of the 2007 to 2010 Kenya School of Law Strategic Plan. A new strategic plan for the years 2009 to 2012 that clearly defines the role of the Kenya School of Law in the implementation of Vision 2030 through the first medium plan.
I actually commend them for launching the 2009-2012 strategic plan. As you know, we actively participated in actually the development of that plan, because the school is instrumental as an institution in facilitating the Ministry of Justice function of development of policy and provision of legal education.
My ministry plays a critical role in the formulation, implementation, and realization and acceptance of Vision 2030. Vision 2030 is not just economics alone, nor is it just infrastructure. Even if you have infrastructure like quality roads, railway lines, and so on, if the public do not trust the system of governance, Vision 2030 would still be stillborn.
Kenya Vision 2030 is a long-term policy that aims to create a globally competitive and prosperous country with a high quality of life by the year 2030. The vision is anchored on 3 pillars, namely economic, social, and political, and will be implemented through 5-year medium-term plans, the first of which covers the year 2008 to 2012.
We are one of the arms of the Ministry of Justice, National Cohesion and Constitutional Affairs in prosecuting the agenda for Vision 2030 in specific terms under the political pillar, with the specific mandate to carry out training, competency building training for all public institutions in this country.
Kenya School of Law is trying to really also to play its part in the development of this country with this 2030 vision. And that's why we are now expanding our programs and see how we can be of use nationally to everybody to achieve the national goals.
The school will contribute to the Vision 2030 as follows. Under the economic pillar, the Kenya School of Law will provide specialized legal training to support business, research on legislation and policies affecting agriculture and industrial sectors, and conduct environmental governance courses.
The primary role of lawyer in society is not so much making money, it's not so much your relationship with your client. There's a function of how you relate with your society.
Under the social pillar, the Kenya School of Law will provide legal aid, conduct community street law programs, and provide paralegal training. Under the political pillar, the Kenya School of Law will conduct anti-corruption and anti-money laundering courses and conduct rule of law, governance, and development courses.
The political pillar of Vision 2030, it talks about upholding the rule of law, promoting a system of fair and equitable access to justice. And I don't think that can be done without having an adequate number of lawyers in constant supply. And as you know, the Kenya School of Law is basically the only postgraduate institute that trains legal practitioners.
The new strategic plan also positions Kenya School of Law in the context of East African cooperation and cross-border legal education and practice.
The strategic plan speaks to our own programs in terms of training programs, and we envision that by the end of the plan period, 2012, we should be a fairly dynamic training institution, not only in this country but also in the region. We are beginning to forge very useful relationships with the other countries. We work very closely with the Law Development Center in Kampala. We have established links with Rwanda. We are talking with Tanzania in terms of collaborative work and so on. So we envision ourselves as an institution which will not only carry out training programs within the national context, but also within the East African region.
The Kenya School of Law, through its mandate, is expected to play a critical role in undertaking practical training in law and other related disciplines for the professional development of lawyers and other actors in the legal sector.
We put in the strategic plan what we knew we would be able to achieve, barring perhaps some unforeseen circumstances. But in addition to that, we have a good monitoring and evaluation mechanism that will help us to periodically look at our achievements and perhaps change the course a little. If we think we are lagging behind, or if we think we are okay, then we will be happy. So I'm confident that we will be able to achieve the targets that we have in the strategic plan.
Kenya School of Law will specifically implement programs aimed at capacity development, improving legal education, and promoting best practices. It is recognized that the demand for legal training outstrips available training vacancies, and hence there is need to expand the facilities in the school to match the increasing demand. The expansion of physical facilities is already in progress. The Kenya School of Law was originally established to fill a gap which then existed in the training of lawyers in Kenya. It followed recommendations made by the Lord Denning Commission for Legal Education immediately after independence in 1963.
Most of the graduates earlier were actually trained either in India or England or some other foreign countries. But now with that, we have to change the training of advocates.
Upon the establishment of the Faculty of Law at the University of Nairobi, the need arose to refocus the training at the Kenya School of Law to practical professional courses as opposed to the basic academic programs being offered at the Faculty of Law. To further address some of the issues linked to education and training for a competent and professional legal profession, post-colonial governments have undertaken various initiatives and set up commissions of inquiry to formulate appropriate policy. Some of these include the Akiwumi Committee in 1995 on the status and management of the Kenya School of Law, the Kwach Committee in 1998 on the administration of justice. The recommendations of these committees still form the bulwark of policy on legal education and training in the country. The recommendations of the Akiwumi report in particular culminated in the re-establishment of the Council of Legal Education under the Council of Legal Education Act, Cap 16A of the laws of Kenya.
The current Council of Legal Education is set up under the Council of Legal